So yeah, I just saw Long Legs. To put it in context, I went into this movie blind. I did not know what to expect. All I knew was Nicolas Cage was in it. Didn't technically know what role he was playing. Because I saw a mini trailer. I didn't see the whole theatrical trailer. And you know those little mini 10-second trailers you see on like YouTube or whatever. That's what I saw. What got me to see it was a few people was telling me how it's a heck of a surprise that they did not expect it to be that good, that menacing, that dark, that surprising. And they told me I would like it. They said I would have that same feel as when I saw Barbarian. They said it wasn't like Barbarian, but that shock feel. For those who don't know, I was shocked as with that movie because just like this one, I didn't know much about it. So I went wow, sorry for stuttering. I went in blind and came out surprised. And actually, Barbarian is really good. This movie is the same thing. I did not know what was going on. For all I knew from a little bit of the trailer, there was a crime that needs solving with some dark feel to it. That's it. I assumed the person they were showing with the hair was Nicolas Cage, and I was right. But I would tell you this: you would not know it's him if you did not know, if you didn't see. That I saw like there was a red carpet and there was like a picture and he was in it, and so I assumed from that he was in the movie. Then someone said Nicolas Cage on top of it. Then of course when you see the I can't remember where it was. It was some movie poster I saw. It said, well, no, it didn't. No, I take that back. It did not say Nicolas Cage. Anyway, you know by now that like he's in the movie, but the role he played, no, there was nothing of it that showed Nicolas Cage. He played an entirely different character, in my opinion. So before I get too ahead of myself, I'm gonna do my best not to spoil anything. I'm gonna make this short and sweet because usually I like to give more definition of how I feel about the movie, but I don't want to mess up anything because I want y'all to see it the same way I did, blind. Um, so yeah, I will say, let's make this quick. The cast, everybody did well. Everybody did well. The main actress, forgot her name. Hold on, Maika Monroe, if I said that name right. Anyway, she's the main actress, main character in this movie, and she did very well. She played this very stiff, looking into a distance, traumatized individual throughout the whole movie. And when I say look into a distance, I mean just has this stare where it's like, oh hi. It was like she had that kind of attitude, but she did it well, and it made sense. It made sense when you see the movie. But yeah, Blair Underwood was it. I haven't seen him in anything in a long time. I mean, it's been a minute. Maybe he's been in projects. I just haven't seen it. But he was in it. Did very well. Everybody did good. Did great in this role. Is it something to where it's going to be the best movie of the year? No, but to be real, it doesn't have to be. It's in a league of its own. It has a feel. This is the best way to put it without spoiling anything. It has the feel of Seven. It's the same story, no, but the feel. And like I said, when you see the movie, you understand. But it literally felt like I was watching Seven again because I haven't seen many movies like that in a long time. Like Seven, I'm talking about. Seven is a classic, and another one where I won't say much. But it's been around for a while, so if you know, you know. But that's what this movie has a feel of. Story very quiet, and what I mean, but it was different. It wasn't quiet, peaceful. It was quiet where you're like something's about to happen from the beginning of the movie. It was, I wouldn't say a slow burn. No, it was quiet to where the crimes wasn't intense like with the music where something was always going and going and going. But the funny part is the quietness made it more intense in my opinion. And then you wasn't disappointed when a scene happened. You know how some movies are be quiet and then you realize they turn a corner and nothing's there and that's it. That's the scene is over. And it was all that for nothing. That intensity was for nothing. That thrill of something's about to happen, and it was nothing. That's not how this movie was. It never left you disappointed, in my opinion, when you had those tense moments. Very slim with the music in this movie. It didn't have much. It was more of just like how I'm talking to you now. No music in the background, but when that music hit, it hit perfectly. Not really much for the jump scares or anything. It was more of I almost said spoil something. It was more of whatever would happen in that situation. When it comes to horror, I know some people say it's horror, some say it's not. I personally wouldn't put. Let me see. there's some. All right, I put it this way: there are a couple scenes that has a horror element to it, but I wouldn't put it as a whole a horror movie. It's a nice crime thriller that had like little dark, like yeah, well, a lot of dark moments, but nothing to where personally I would categorize it as a horror. I would put it as a crime thriller, but I just want to say it is definitely worth the price of admission. I am so glad I was told to see this movie. Is it something that, like I said, is going to be the best movie of the year? No, but it was definitely worth the watch. It was only an hour and 45 minutes, if my memory serves me correctly, and I'm glad it did what it was supposed to do. It had, there was one thing that I didn't like, and it was, it had an abrupt end, like it just the scene was over and that was the movie. It was like I wanted to know what happened right there, but I understand the creators wanted you just to put your imagination into that last situation, so I can understand it. Do I like when that stuff happens? No, but it's not just for that movie. It's other movies in general. I hate when the movie just and it's like I want to know what happened there, but I can understand they want you to put two and two together and put your own conclusion in that situation. But Nicolas Cage, bro, it's a reason he is beloved in the movie business. That brother does. He's very diverse with his roles, and he does it well. This is one of them. Like I said, you wouldn't have known that was Nicolas Cage. I wouldn't have known if I didn't know already from being. That's why I wish I wasn't told. Now I feel bad telling y'all, but it's all over the internet and everywhere, TV, so you would know. But I wish that stuff never happened. So that way I would have never, if I was never told and if it wasn't already on TV and the internet about Nicolas Cage being in it, after seeing this movie, I would have never told you Nicolas Cage. I would let you figure it out. That's how good he was. He wasn't in the movie a lot, but he was in it enough. And sometimes that works way better than just having an A-list actor in it the whole time. The girl, what's her name again? Maika Monroe was the main character. Let her get all the shine. Let her get most of it and let the other ones take the extra. I like that Nicolas Cage wasn't the main person, but he did steal the scene. He did steal every scene he was in. Couple moments, like, with his performance, yeah. And it was, man, it's a shocker. It was a lot of shocking moments, a lot of wow, a lot of, dang, that's crazy, a lot of dark situations. And they did it right. They did it right. So I'm in the review right there. I've talked longer than I wanted to anyway. Definitely worth the price of admission. To be real, I want to see it again to see if I missed anything else. But yeah, it's that good. And just so y'all know, I don't watch movies 2-3 times a lot. I don't really do that. There's only certain ones I do. But this is one of them I would see again just to, see if I missed anything. But yes, definitely worth the price of admission. Shout out to everybody behind it. I've always said A24 and Neon are them creative companies, and Neon did another creative masterpiece in my opinion. I really haven't felt this way since watching Seven, to be real. Haven't felt this way. So if you like Seven, you're going to like this. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm going to leave it just at that. There's more I want to talk about, but it'll spoil the movie. I don't want to spoil. This is not one I went in surprised, and I'm so glad nobody spoiled it for me. I want y'all to feel the same way. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see you later.